перед тренировочкой. Дабл экспресса. Без сахара, без молока. Сверху вермук. Вот это другой разговор. Давай, see you there.
You ready?
You are, brother.
Okay.
LA is the other one.
All right. Like the same, like
You know, right? They offered me to be in a Armenian like series, like soap opera. They offered me $40 a day. I said, you fucking stupid.
in LA.
Yeah, like I'm gonna spend $20 on food and $20 on
When was
gas.
this? Like
No,
years ago?
when I was a kid. Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Fuck.
Короче, он говорит, я говорю, поехали в Blue Bottle, там вкусный кофе. Нет, я знаю, очень хорошее место, приехали к нему.
23 wins under his belt, zero fear, and a pace that suffocates even the best lightweight fighters in the division. This is Arman Tsarukyan, the Armenian-Russian fighting machine taking over the 155-pound division. In his upcoming bout, the stakes hit critical mass. On September 19th at UFC 331, Arman is set to collide with the explosive Brazilian striker Mauricio Ruffy, with a promised title shot hanging in the balance.
I think I can beat him today.
But yeah, today you can beat me. I flew like 7 hours.
Come on,
I didn't sleep, but still I can compete, coach.
Like always complain.
I just landed and like I text coach, maybe I should do recovery today. No, come to the garage and do recovery tomorrow. I thought he's gonna tell me, yeah, you just landed, go to the training club, do recovery, and then come to train Saturday.
That's actually still good. He's very good wrestler. We're looking to re-wrestle Kobe Covington. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, Kobe Covington. Khamzat, what do you think? If I beat him,
No.
it's good or not?
If you don't beat him, I beat you.
Yeah. After this one, then we'll give you good international wrestler.
No, coach. With the influencer, old people.
Wrestle me.
I don't wanna sweat you.
That's true.
I wanna bring Ashton Hall on the REF and wrestle him.
Arman currently sits at a staggering 23-3 record, riding a string of dominant, high-profile victories, including slicing through former champion Charles Oliveira at UFC 300, submitting Dan Hooker and flatlining Beneil Dariush with a brutal 64-second knee. Smothering elite names in the division like Damir Ismagulov and Joel Alvarez are also in his books. But what exactly makes Arman such a nightmare-inducing opponent? Fighters refer to his style as controlled chaos. He doesn't just wrestle. Arman's arsenal consists of chain tackling, scrambling at light speed, and weaponizing relentless pressure until his opponents are utterly spent.
Good luck.
Cool, man.
Good luck with that fucking Armenian psychopath.
Yeah, and he's
built like
rich.
a Greek god.
Yeah.
Can wrestle like a fucking elite top tier wrestler. And he can strike. And he can submit you. And he's angry. Look at the fucking build on this cat. That is not a guy that grew up with a billionaire dad who could just go buy a fucking Lamborghini with his credit card if he wants to.
He's Bruce Wayne, but his parents are still alive.
That makes me want to just quit and eat fucking potatoes all day.
Come out of left field. Arman's been having this crazy out of the UFC run, wrestling, doing jiu-jitsu, vlogging,
And he's also very sincere and legitimate. Like, Tsarukyan gets a lot of credit, and I appreciate that you guys do give him credit. He deserves it. For being a...
He's become quite the online sensation, of course, flying around the world in private jets and eating crazy amounts of caviar and stuff like that. He's a very interesting guy. His father is a very wealthy man, and he lives a very, very glamorous lifestyle, okay? But what he does inside the octagon cannot be.
And behind the scenes, those skills are refined to a razor's edge. Arman has been conditioning for the fight with one of the most skillful fighters in the sport. Khamzat Chimaev has been accompanying Arman in these gruesome training camps, enduring high-altitude sessions combined with garage strength workouts. Arman doesn't just plan to bring high-level MMA to the cage, he is crashing through with that unyielding boar's intensity, and Ruffy needs to be watching his back.
I mean, he can stop me my first takedown, second takedown, but what about if I'm gonna shoot 25 minutes? How he's gonna?
The brutal physical toll of high-altitude conditioning has Arman and Khamzat pushing their lungs to the limits at over 700 feet in Big Bear, California. At such a high elevation, where every inhale and exhale taxes on the body, both fighters are engaging in intense wrestling sessions and heavy sparring rounds. They trade freestyle takedowns, crack jokes about national titles, and lock horns in grueling mat scrambles, sharpening Arman's tank so that when fight night hits, pushing a 5-round pace at sea level feels effortless. Shifting to the more strict, laser-focused, and technical preparation going on at the gym, Arman is leaving no stone unturned. With coaches constantly drilling rapid-level exchanges, mixing up striking combinations with relentless double-leg threats. For Arman, there is no room for distraction when he is working towards bringing home that title shot. Every hour of the day till fight night is built purely around combat. This dedicated routine instills the exact type of savage, forward-marching mentality needed to break down a striker like Ruffy.
I feel altitude like a mountain. It's hard. It's like 7,000 feet. But if we get used to here on the flats, it's gonna be so easy. Every day, same in the training camp. When we're in training camp, we just train, eat, sleep, repeat, and sometimes walk. I mean, I live for MMA, bro. Like, yeah, so, and you cannot compete in MMA if you go.
When it comes to how Arman Tsarukyan became the feared fighter he is today, we need to take a closer look at his record. Some fighters build rosters on padded stats. Arman built his on a trail of pure violence against the most terrifying names at 155. The transition cards are structured below to emphasize each opponent's distinct role, fight narrative, and tone, maintaining momentum for voiceover delivery. The bloody breakthrough. Stepping back to April 2019, a 22-year-old Arman takes a short-notice debut in St. Petersburg against the terrifying Dagestani wrestler Islam Makhachev. As soon as the octagon doors closed, Arman captivated the entire arena by launching a high-octane grappling chess match. The young prospect matched Makhachev scramble for scramble, trading lightning-fast takedowns and dynamic reversals that left mouths agape. Though Makhachev emerged victorious with the unanimous decision, Arman pushed the future pound for pound harder than any other past opponent ever could. That relentless 3-round fight earned Fight of the Night honors and painted Arman as a world-class threat from day one, surviving the storm.
Because he's a real contender. He have good wrestling. We're gonna wrestle, we're gonna strike. It's gonna be a very good match for the MMA fans.
Total champion Islam Makhachev. You know, so Islam, it's a different level fighter. But we fought 4 years ago. Now I was 22 years old. Now I'm 27. So guys, I got improved, and now next fight is gonna be different one. I'm gonna knock him out. That's it.
Fast forward to February 2022, inside the sterile vacuum of the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. Standing in Arman's way was Spain's El Fenomeno, Joel Alvarez, a towering 6'3" submission threat who entered the cage riding a terrifying 4-fight finishing streak. Arman rendered all that strength completely useless the moment he stepped foot inside the cage. Charging across the canvas, he took Alvarez down in seconds and had him trapped flat on his back. Now, from this top position, Arman sliced downwards with a razor-sharp elbow right across the bridge of his opponent's nose, opening a deep, gushing wound that painted the canvas red. It was total carnage. With blood pooling from the Spaniard's eyes and blinding his vision, Arman target-locked the cut with unanswered ground and pound, so much so that the referee had to step in mid-round. The grisly breakdown earned Arman a staggering $50,000 Performance of the Night bonus, catapulting him into the lightweight top 10 rankings, and sparked shockwaves across the MMA world, proving he was not only a high-level wrestler, but a cold-blooded finisher.
Yeah, good luck. You fight this week or no?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Versus who?
Yaroslav Kamachov.
Oh, nice. Good luck, brother. You're so big, bro.
Now it's a big cut.
Big cut, huh? Yeah.
Now
You're so big, bro. How I fought with you, I don't know.
I don't know.
How I could take you down. Okay, see you, brother. Take care.
Good luck with
Yeah, thank you. Let's get the belt 170, I get belt 155, and then we come and do rematch. Let's do it.
The 64-second statement. Jumping forward to the 4 most recent fights of Arman's career, he found himself once again standing under the bright lights of the UFC Apex in June of 2023. This time, he is facing Joaquim Neto BJJ Silva, a dynamite-handed Brazilian known for swinging with wild, fight-ending power. The fight started out in the Armenian wrestler's favor, with his sharp striking and heavy mat control. But midway through the second round, it quickly slipped from his hands, and disaster nearly struck for Arman. Silva cracked his opponent with a brutal left hook that rocked the contender and nearly flipped the division on its head. Regardless of how hard he was struck, it was time that Arman separated the contenders from the elite. With ice in his veins, Arman absorbed the damage, cleared his head, and unloaded a merciless avalanche of strikes until the fight was mercifully halted. Passing this gut check proved Arman's place in the division. He's got the chin, composure, and raw grit to survive maximum danger and still walk away with a stoppage victory. Conquering the King of Chaos, Arman's stoppage of Silva led to him earning more favor from the MMA world, and that is how he ended up in Austin, Texas in December of 2023. The main event at the packed Moody Center was supposed to be Arman's ultimate trial by fire. There was zero feeling out process and no tactical chess dynamic as he faced off Beneil Dariush. Dariush stepped into the cage as the ultimate gatekeeper to the title picture, a seasoned top 5 veteran with an iron-willed grit. Leading up to fight night, Dariush was oozing confidence. People just have to respect my grappling more, I think. Before the Gamrot fight, they just assumed he was going to take me down, control me, and that was going to be the fight. I think we can clearly see that's not going to be the case. He's gonna have to work really hard to get me down and then to hold me down. And yet Arman treated him like a speed bump. 64 seconds, that's all it took. Tsarukyan sold a single leg takedown. Dariush dipped his head to defend, and a knee came flying right up the center like a missile. Before Dariush even hit the floor, a right hand erased his consciousness. No long, grueling grind, no tactical debate. Just pure, unadulterated execution that snagged a $50,000 bonus, shocked the Moody Center into silence, and vaulted Tsarukyan directly into the lightweight elite, dismantling the brawler. In April of 2024 in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena was the biggest and most stacked fight card in UFC history. Arman stepped into the cage against the ultimate fan favorite, the former lightweight king, Charles Oliveira. Oliveira wasn't just another top contender standing in Arman's way. He was the division's undisputed master of chaos, holding the all-time UFC records for most finishes and most submission. For Arman, this was a high-stakes, direct title elimination bout, and early in round 1, disaster hit. Oliveira locked in a bone-snapping, picture-perfect guillotine choke. Most fighters would have tapped, but Arman's face turned deep purple, his legs twitched, and he refused to yield. Showing pure, terrifying grit, Tsarukyan popped his head free, assumed top position, and immediately started hammering away with heavy ground and pound. From that moment on, Arman took complete control. Over 3 electric rounds, he neutralized Oliveira's lethal guard, out-scrambled the master, and sliced him open from top control. Even when Charles threw up a desperate armbar in the final seconds of the fight, Arman rode out the storm until the final bell. The result? A gritty split decision victory on the biggest stage imaginable. Arman survived the most dangerous submission hunter in UFC history, proving his championship composure and locking his spot as the undisputed #1 lightweight contender. The final gateway. And now we arrive at Arman's last matchup. At UFC Qatar, in November of 2025, after 19 long months away from the cage, Arman stepped straight into a main event collision against one of the most violent men on the roster, Dan the Hangman Hooker. Hooker wasn't just another body. He was built on elite striking, legendary toughness, and a terrifying ability to drag high-level wrestlers into pure dogfights. Before fight week even kicked off, Hooker took aim at Arman's drive, calling him a lippy rich kid who fights for Instagram clout rather than survival, warning that if Tsarukyan tried to bully him, the fight would start before they reached the octagon. But once the door clicked shut, Arman dismantled the narrative. But Arman made an elite, dangerous veteran look like a warm-up drill. Arman dictated every single second. He blew through Hooker's takedown defense, effortlessly slipped his counter chokes, and sliced him open from guard with razor-sharp elbows. By round 2, he had locked up full mount, trapped Hooker in a suffocating arm triangle, and forced the tap, effectively making a feared veteran look like a warm-up drill. That total dismantling set the stage for what comes next. Now, Tsarukyan prepares to step back into the fire against dangerous Brazilian knockout artist Mauricio Ruffy. Ruffy enters on an absolute rampage after violently putting away Michael Chandler and Rafael Fiziev. But Arman knows the math. Solve Ruffy's striking, survive the danger, and the long-awaited shot at lightweight gold becomes an undisputed reality. The 19th of September, 2026, Los Angeles. Under the blinding lights of the Crypto.com arena, UFC 331 sets the stage for Arman Tsarukyan's definitive moment. Originally slating a rematch against Charles Oliveira, fate shifted when Oliveira was forced to withdraw. In stepped Mauricio Ruffy, a lethal, surging Brazilian knockout artist riding a terrifying wave of violence, fresh off highlight reel finishes against Michael Chandler and Rafael Fiziev. For Tsarukyan, the stakes couldn't be higher. UFC Chief Business Officer Hunter Campbell personally guaranteed that a win here officially secures his lightweight title fight against Justin Gaethje. There's no room for error, no looking past the danger in front of him. Arman must solve one of the scariest strikers in the division to finally capture his shot at lightweight immortality. An entire lightweight division stacked with contenders, yet almost nobody wants to share a cage with him. Arman Tsarukyan has steamrolled every obstacle put in his path. He erased a top 5 staple in just 64 seconds, went toe-to-toe with former champions on the historic UFC 300 stage, and forced a division of dangerous men to quietly look the other way. The few who dare to step up leave battered and broken. The rest simply pretend he doesn't exist. And until someone finally steps into that octagon and proves they can stop him, Arman Tsarukyan remains the absolute most dangerous and avoided force in the UFC. Hit that subscribe button, drop your predictions in the comments below. Does Arman solve Ruffy and finally claim his championship crown? Or does the division's most dangerous wildcard crash the party? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at Fight Night.